We say what they can't radio.
The Lipstick Chronicles. It's the Lipstick Chronicles. The Lipstick Chronicles. The Lipstick Chronicles.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, you beatboxing over there? My name is Toni.
I'm Sharma.
And I'm Monique.
And we are the Lipstick Chronicles. Thank you for joining us as per usual. We just gonna hop right into our, first of all, happy Easter. I don't want to just...
Happy holiday, whatever you celebrate.
Right, resurrections, and however, which way you word it, just, want to acknowledge those who do. Okay, so we're going to just jump right into it. We're just going to jump right up into it.
All the people that's high from yesterday don't even know what the fuck we talking about.
420, motherfucker.
They don't even know what we talking about right now.
Listen, as long as they tuned in, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. If you got $40 though and you need some clean piss for work, I got you.
You know what?
Let me know.
We have our own personal pharmaceutical over here.
Hit my DM. I got that clean urine.
So, jumping right into it, I did this, I chose this. Well, it's a couple little things within the hot topic that I want to discuss, but I definitely chose this because the last show we talked about it as well. We talked about Wendy Willams and her husband and him having a baby. Well, she finally served him with divorce papers. Mm-hmm. They said she put it in a nice little box with a nice little bow and served him. They also...
was that before or after she fired him?
It was before the fire.
Okay. Ooh,
it was before the fire, and they said that he went off too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They said that he went off.
You would go off too if somebody took the bone from your mouth. Girl,
no, I wouldn't go off because I would be behaving myself accordingly. I wouldn't be out there having babies.
How you gonna be mad if everything was in the open? Like, you can't get mad if all your shit was in the open already. Like, dude, should we go to TMZ and the video clips?
Because he thought he had her wrapped around his finger.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess
as
when
he had
allow
for so many years.
A person to do something for so long because he was with this chick for 10 whole years. So, being that he was allowed to do whatever he was doing for all of this time, so he probably felt like she wasn't going to want to leave.
I take a quarter of an inch, I take an inch, I take a mile. Fuck it, I'm just going to take the whole damn length.
Maybe she had a little side piece, so she didn't care.
Well, I mean, of course she did, but of course she had her shit. Speaking of, wait a minute. Speaking of sides, he not only had this girl in the side, he also, allegedly, because I ain't trying to get sued and shit, but he was messing with some dude. I forgot.
Oh, that's the video.
Yes,
that I sent you,
and
girl.
what's so crazy because before I watched it like 2 days before you sent it. It's two.
Oh my
God. Videos
I couldn't even watch that one. It was just two.
A meal and two sides.
No, the second one was a little bit more milder because a lot of people, they were really addressing because, he's married. And before
who's married?
The guy.
The side piece?
The whole thing is he thought because he had on sunglasses, nobody was going to know who he was.
Oh, he had his shades off. But okay. So you got to watch the whole video in its time because his name is up there. He's a singer. He's the singer that they compare him to Brian McKnight.
Why did they disrespect Brian like that?
No, Brian, he could sing.
No, I'm just looking at him.
No, not in the face. I'm talking about voice-wise. They said that he sounds like Brian McKnight when he sang. He could sing.
I would have to see. I don't know.
He could sing. And so they will address him because a lot of people, before he was with Wendy Willams' husband before he was with his wife. Him and his wife were just friends. So when he was talking about everything that, it was a lot. But when he was talking about everything that he had went on between him and Wendy Willams' husband, his wife was just sitting there, just chilling, eating her grapes on the side.
Because I'm sure he already told her.
Well, she knows, she just was chiming in or whatever. And so when they did the second video to address, if people don't know what I'm talking about, Unwind with Tasha K on YouTube, if y'all aren't familiar with her, check it out. But so a lot of people were in the comments saying a lot.
That's where the shit be at in the comments.
I tell people I always go to the comments.
I'm only looking at the comments, right? I don't even care about. I will find out what's going on from the comments.
That's where all the action is at in the comments. So a lot of people was criticizing his wife, and she was like, she allows him to be whoever he is. They don't, I'm not his motherfucker. They don't. Yeah, I'm sweating, Jim. But they don't. They don't, I guess they don't have labels because, in this day and age, people are, sexually fluid. they're sexually fluent,
Okay.
so they accept people for who they are, and whatever. So she's one of those. She says she's perfectly fine. He said that he does not mess around with men currently. But this is the thing that kills me.
So it was one and done.
This is the thing that killed me. He was like, "Do I look like I'm gay?" I said, "It
Who
doesn't make
the
a
fuck
difference
looks
of
like
whether
they're
you look like
gay?
you're gay. You're sitting here and you're saying that you and this man was." Orally pleasing one another.
Oh, because I was gonna say, he can't say that he was only the receiver.
But this is the thing, he's not shy about what he did. He actually was like, we did X, Y, Z to each other.
But why? No. Why is he talking about it? Like, what? Why?
I don't know why.
Why he bring it up?
The same reason why his side chick after 10 years posted pictures. I don't know.
Because you said you was gonna leave your wife and you ain't leave her yet after 10 years.
It's the same damn thing. People have their reasons for doing whatever.
Well, people keep shit in their pocket and then they just pull it out when it's necessary.
And I guess now was the correct time since
it's already a lot of shit.
Right.
And maybe Wendy, lacing his pockets a little bit.
And let me, because he was like,
right.
Right. Because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Girl.
But because he was saying, how he's not really fully endowed like that, and the husband was saying that he can't please Wendy because she's very wise. But this is fuck all that. This is the shit that made me feel like I wanted to throw up in my mouth. So he said one night, I guess the husband
after he took the number
upset.
2.
Yes,
that's the first. Once I heard that, I was like, whoa. So I had to rewind it because I was like, did I just hear? He was like, I had just took a number 2. I was like,
he said boo boo. He said he boo booed.
I was like, did he just say he shitted and then the nigga ate his ass? I'm like,
yes.
No, spit in his ass.
So he's like, he even spit in me. And then he put his dick in me. And I was just like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Like,
and then,
why?
they had the shit. The one I sent y'all had Kevin Hart, all of the people.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I was just like, and the guy was like, what the fuck are we talking about here? I'm like, oh my God.
That kind of really made me
that just kind of lightened it. But what you're saying, if I actually, I don't think I will, but if I actually watch the video in its entirety, I'm really going to be sick.
But you know what? I wasn't expecting all of that because I normally watch her, I normally watch her. So I wasn't expecting all that. I wasn't even really in a rush to watch that because I seen it come in my recommendations. I was like, whatever. So then, you ain't got shit to do, shit to watch. It's okay. That's usually when I watch certain shows.
Right.
And as I was watching it, so then when I started going in the comments, of course, and I was like, wait a minute. So then I started
let me go
attention.
watch this and listen for real.
But it was a lot. So,
everybody better go to the doctor. There's so much going on.
That's first and foremost.
Right. Because if he did that to him, who else he's doing this to?
Right. How many other people have?
Because if this guy is saying he's not currently doing that anymore, he needs a new boo. So obviously, maybe Wendy's stuff ain't wide. He just like it tight.
Right.
He like newborn stuff. He want that the center of the apple, the bottom where it's like that. That's what he's looking for.
I mean, for me, and this is not to offend anybody, I just feel like you just need, if you choose to, identify with whatever you want to identify with, you like whatever you like. But then again, I can't even say that because there's people who are very accepting of that.
But no, but this is the thing. So if that's your life, right, and you have other people involved and they know and they're okay with it, then that's fine. But if this is something you have to keep a secret, then that's wrong. So just like when you have gay guys or gay girls, they'll go after someone who is not into that lifestyle, and they won't tell them. So let's say if somebody's transgender and they don't tell them, and then they end up getting killed, and it's like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you lie? Because you knew that it was a problem for that person. Go after people who are into that. Right. Why are you going after people who are not into that?
But you know what? Also, see, here is the thing. It's a podcast that I listen to that I absolutely love. So the two hosts, the girl is she's a lesbian, and the guy, he's gay or whatever. And so people write into them, and ask them questions, that whole thing. So a guy wrote into them, and he was saying that he liked men and women.
Okay, so he was.
So he was saying, but when he would tell women that he liked both parties, the women used to ghost him. So,
Hello.
I mean, so he was saying, he was asking for their advice, like, should he continue to say something? And one of the hosts was like, no, it's nobody's business.
I'm sorry, we're gonna be sharing
It's
some bad and some good. This is
nobody's
my business.
No, that's
what your
crazy.
sexual preference is. You do not have to reveal that because, straight women, yada, 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 yada. And I just felt like to give somebody that type of advice is fucking foul as shit.
First of
You're
all, you could be
deciding
setting
it
them
for
up
me.
to get murdered.
How can you sit there and tell a person, oh, it's not that person's business? If you're engaging with a person sexually, it is your right to let them know, hey, listen, I like to deal with both sides of the fence.
Like,
But
I
are you
like to
right
have
on
sex
that?
with animals. Like, don't you want to know that? Like, that's something I want to know.
Because that's definitely a deal
Right,
breaker.
right. So that's
he
why
might
you need
find
to go
somebody
into
that's
those
into
little
it.
chat rooms and those little communities where people like that, because there's always somebody that's gonna like what you
Absolutely.
like. So but see, they're not attracted to those people because we know people always like to conquer. So the thing is, if I'm this gay man and I could take this straight man and I can make him love me or whatever have you, or not a gay man, but like a transgender, and but the whole thing is deceptive. Like, how could you build a relationship when it's all built on a lie? Now, not only do the person don't trust you, they might want to kill you.
Right, like just like that guy, Milan Christopher.
Okay.
That
Right.
is a fine piece of chocolate, but he does not like women. But there be women in his comments, they will throw it all away for him. They
Just
will
because
throw it all
he-
away
girl,
because
bye.
he's fine.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care. That's just like, I don't know if y'all watch Insecure. I watch Insecure. And
No,
it was
I
an
don't
episode. Oh, God, y'all need to watch it. Anyway.
I barely get to watch the
Listen, when
fucking-
you got time, just binge. That's what I do. And so it was, okay, well, one of the characters was dating a guy, right? She liked the guy. She was dating the guy. She was screwing the guy. He was blowing her back out. Like, she was super happy with this dude. And so they were talking one day, and he said in college, he had a dude gave him head. He said he didn't have sex with him. He's not into guys, but he had a gay experience. And she cut him off.
And that's her preference. That's her
And
right.
I mean,
she like,
you have
listen,
to-
sex
she-
good, my morals or whatever. I'm just not into that.
Drops his ass so damn quick.
Because she's probably thinking one
fear
day
he
he
do
might
it
want to
again.
revisit that.
Right.
And then she might be thinking too, when she giving him head, is he thinking I'm a dude giving him head? Like,
Right.
like, I'm sure she was a lot of
Or
things was going
wondering,
through her
was
mind.
the dude's head better than her head?
Or when he with his boys, is he really with his boys or is his boys with his boys? Like, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
You have to be fair to the other parties involved.
Yes, you do.
And,
You do.
So, but yeah. So that was that. And also, of course, Monica, her husband is divorcing.
I don't like that.
I do. He's a cheater. He's been cheating. Like, leave his fucking
No,
ass.
but what's so crazy? Because I've been listening to like some of her songs, like really listening, and I was like, oh, okay.
I haven't listened to
When
none
that
of her
music
new
start
music.
getting good,
Yes,
good,
right.
you know.
Because she have a
You
song
know.
called "Why Her" or something like that, and I was really listening to the words. And I was like, oh, so he cheated. See, I don't really keep up with people like that, so I was just like, I thought they were like this great couple. They seem really good together,
But you see, when his career started slipping, too much free time on his hands. Just like with Keisha Cole, like what was her ex?
Well, they ain't have no business being together any damn way. He was like a kid. What
Yeah,
the
he
fuck?
was.
Right,
He
but
wasn't
when
ready
his
for no
career
fucking
was
real
slipping,
mature
then he
shit.
started
But
getting
he
crazy.
was cheating before his career
Way
was slipping. It's
before.
just that now
First
he
of
just
all, what
has
career?
a lot of time.
Ball.
Girl,
He was balling.
girl,
Basketball.
in the gym. What the fuck? He
You
wasn't on the
ain't
court.
gonna do Shannon like that now.
The fuck?
Fucking booby.
Shannon had his time. He wasn't long.
2
but I
minutes.
mean,
Okay, well, he had his 15 minutes of fame, but
You
Keisha
know
made him
what?
more famous.
And
And he took that shit too far. Yeah, yeah.
Booby, okay.
Oh no, Shannon. No, Shannon is a ball player. I'm talking about fucking booby ass.
You know what's
That's why his name is fucking Booby.
The sad thing, with Monica and Shannon, and I feel kind of like, and this happens a lot, is that a dude will pursue you.
Oh my God, just to
which
fucking
way he
disappoint
did.
you.
Pursued her, she married him, and then he fucking cheated.
And now remember,
Like,
she wasn't really, Monica wasn't out there. So you ain't never really hear, once her friend had killed herself, like you never really seen her or heard about her with anybody. So she was basically focused on her career and her family. And then you do this, and then, y'all have kids, y'all build this life, and then for you to just throw it all away for what? But now we don't know what type of person Monica is.
That's correct.
You know, she could have been holding back. You know, like, no, nigga, you missed them three free throws. You ain't getting no ass tonight. Like, what the fuck? Like, she could have been, you know, it can't just be him. Like, it got to be, not to say there is any right reason to cheat, but it could be, you know, maybe he wasn't getting the affection he needed from her, the attention he needed.
What she puts out to the public makes her look so perfect.
Of course, because that's her job.
Well,
she's good at putting it
remember
out there
Whitney
like
Houston.
that.
Remember, she was like the good girl next door until we, you know,
until
she let us into her life, you know. So
it was very unfortunate though, because allegedly he's cheating on her with the person who braids his hair. So.
Well, that's
First
not
of all, why
that's
you got
not
braids?
Right. And Monica Ash should have learned how to braid. What the fuck?
Ain't nobody braiding your
Why the fuck
hair.
is you sitting between somebody got to do like, nigga, ain't nobody braiding your hair, no fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here. Of course, because guess what? He's getting his hair braided very often, and they're seeing a lot of each other on there. You got to take a stylist on the road with him. Man, listen, Monica better click, 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 click. And, well, now it's too late, but shit, she should have learned how to braid. She should have learned how to braid, because that's some bull. That to lose your man to the hair braider. Shit.
Well, wasn't Usher's ex, she was a stylist, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But see, you know what, too? She was older, so she manipulated him. You know,
his mama ain't like her.
His mama couldn't stand her. So he should have knew from there. And not to say that just because your mother don't like a woman, you shouldn't be with her. But most of the times, your mother knows. If you and your mother have a really good relationship, and they had a great relationship, your mother knows, like, this ain't it right here. But she had the wrong approach. She was too aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
If she wasn't so aggressive, he would have seen it for himself.
And then with him, his mom, like whatever his wife did, because she really got in his head because his mother was his manager.
Everything.
His mother.
Listen,
his
she
mother
put
didn't
the
come to
whammy
the
on his
wedding,
ass.
And, you know, it caused friction within their relationship. They was estranged for a while.
She was a stylist. She wasn't a stylist for that long, so she had an agenda. Like, she had like, what, 3 kids already? 3 boys, right? 3 or 4 boys?
3 boys.
Yeah.
3, because one passed away,
One
right?
passed
So
away, right.
she had 3 boys already. And she like, they need a new daddy. And she like, this nigga, he's young and stupid. He crying about chili ass. Yeah, I'm going to get him.
And then
that's
he
what she
getting
did.
divorced too from his new wife? The
Yeah.
older woman?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Was
I
that
guess
the herpes thing?
You got to get divorced after that. Like,
I mean, why? If you got it too, y'all must stay together. The fuck? What you gonna go give it to everybody else?
No,
What
like,
the fuck?
no,
Just
I'm gonna
wallow
be
in
staring
y'all
at you all the
shit.
time looking for an outbreak.
Just
I'm
wallow
like,
in y'all shit. Y'all gonna outbreak together.
no.
We gotta be in quarantine. We can't go out.
The thing too with them is that you didn't hear anything about their relationship. You didn't hear
Until they got
older woman
married.
and
not a
she
word,
was
nothing. Not even after they married. Until all these allegations came out, and the herpes, and the girls, and the guy, and you know all of that other stuff, and
And then, you know, he was in the music business for a long time from when he was young. So just like Tevin Campbell, you know, you're around a lot of adults. And let's say maybe allegedly Michael Jackson. Like, you know, you're around a lot of adults. You're a child. You know, it's like the same thing. Like with R. Kelly and the girls, you know, that was an issue. But these young boys were being left with men who are very nasty.
Yes.
And even women who were preying on these kids. And
That is correct.
because they're male, they're not going to say anything because I'm a man now. You know, that solidified their manhood. But now when he gets older, he'll write a book and say, you know, this person and that person and that person.
Usher and his wife was really low key though. This older woman, like you see a picture of them here and there, but they was like off the radar.
The most you talking about to me?
No, the one after that, the older woman.
She's older too.
She's an older woman.
yeah, she's
I don't really look at her that much.
because she's just so blasé, you know. So,
But isn't like she's like, what race is she?
she's
black.
Oh, then I must be looking at somebody different.
That's her.
They really wasn't in the spotlight like that at
Only
all.
time I ever saw like when they was in Paris or something like that, or
Yeah, but that's probably her.
She wanted to
She's
keep
real
everything low
fair-skinned?
key.
she's real fair skinned.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yes, yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, he better leave them older women alone. Maybe he need to get somebody his own damn age.
The older one, but I seen little things. I've read little here and there that him and Chili might be reconnecting.
Why? She's fucking crazy.
Well, she can't find no fucking man, so I guess she got to backtrack.
Well, then she should get her a woman. Fuck it. Like, what the hell? Like, just, you know, listen.
Maybe she tried that.
Maybe
too,
she's
who
the
knows?
problem.
Maybe.
Maybe
No,
she's the problem.
she is the problem. Because
Did you
I
see
watched
her
the show.
laundry list?
I watched
Yes.
the
A
show.
requirement she had?
But it's like, what does she bring to the table? Like your
She
list
should
is
just
all
marry
with
her
you.
son. She raised what she wants. Just marry her son. Like, what the hell?
I don't know. Like
She don't know what she wants. She don't know what she wants. And I watched the show What Chili Wants. She don't know what the fuck she wants. She's fucking confused.
speaking of breaking up, divorces, and exes and stuff.
You getting a divorce? You getting broke?
I just wanted to touch on something real quick. Just
Oh,
real quick.
I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I'm like, you pointing in the room and shit. I'm like, wait, hold up, wait.
No, because I did mention before we started taping that I was going to bring up something.
Okay.
And I got a little tidbit and advice that maybe I'm just in my feelings and shouldn't bring it up. But
Well, now it's too late.
I'm going to bring it up.
Now we got it.
Because God gifted me a mic and I'm going to use it. It's either that or the pen and paper. You know, I have gifts.
Well, you can do both.
You can do, yes.
You can do both. Because you can be more elaborate with the pen and paper.
Yes, that is true.
Come
Okay.
on, give us the word.
All right,
Well,
let's go.
Anyway, as you don't follow certain people anymore on Instagram,
I
but
do.
you do.
Yes, I do.
But you do.
Yes,
so
I do.
Okay,
I
do it.
just wanted to say one thing
You
here.
want me? Who else would it be?
So, women, I'm not going to say men. I don't know. I don't have that conversation with men. But a lot of times as women, we accuse our partners about doing something. They deny it. Sometimes we just got that gut instinct that they did something.
Okay, woman's
Because we just
Yes,
good at like,
absolutely.
when you just know what you know and you just start to feel strong about it and you just say, you know what? I'm just going to accuse you of doing what I think you did. I don't have all the proof yet, but because I know you, I know what you did. So with that being
I'm
said,
coming with a stack of fucking papers like, yeah, nigga, this is
right,
what you did right there.
because I know you did this. I don't have all my pieces together yet, but I got enough to blame you.
Okay.
And so
Got enough to bring a case.
in regards to my ex,
Shout out to the ex.
shout out to the ex. I blamed him for something. And I didn't have all my facts, but I was just that sure that he did something. All I needed to do is put the other person in the picture. I had it. It was almost shaped.
Okay.
I was almost there. I just didn't have a face and a name to put to properly blame him.
Oh, I think I know it.
And then, being the true person that he is, he said I was crazy. Here I go with my bullshit.
When they do that, though?
I be wilding out. All the shit is in my head. I'm fucking crazy. I'm all of these things. I'm everything but telling the truth at this moment.
Of course.
And where I get my facts from, I'll never reveal my CIs and my sources, never. But women are natural federal agents, okay? We don't need to go to school to work with the feds. If we work with the feds, there'd be a lot less crime.
Hello.
That's all I have to say. But when it
You
comes to
smell it
him,
like you, nigga.
me blaming him for what I said he was doing, I accused him of messing with someone. I didn't
Not
know
the current
who.
boo.
I didn't know who, but me and him broke up officially, and it was finalized, and he left my house
That was like
the weekend of Labor Day. Labor Day weekend, to be exact. The
I don't even know how the fuck I
Saturday
remember that shit.
Labor Day weekend of 2018, he left my house.
Right. September,
Okay.
October, November, December, January,
1 week later, he posted on Instagram a shout out to a woman that was just everything to him. She was just
like,
everything.
she's
She was
having
everything
my
to him.
back and
so
holding me
I'm like,
down.
okay, cool. So
I
this
thought
is
it
what
was
we
his
doing.
sister.
This is what we doing 1 week after you.
I thought it was his
No.
sister.
This is what we doing 1 week after
it
you
was
left
his
my
sister.
house. Like, okay. He was like, what are you talking about? We just cool. Oh, there you go. I'm still crazy. I'm still bugging. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Yesterday,
Oh, Lord.
he did a nice post, a nice loving and heartfelt and warm post shouting out his boo, who's the same woman from the September post, and shouted out their 1 year anniversary yesterday.
April,
If
May,
you
June,
do the
July,
math,
August, September.
if you do the math,
If you do the math,
That was 5 months before the exit.
right.
Oh, I can calculate very well.
But wait a minute, let me ask you this question. Not saying it's right, I was talking about you. Wait,
Well,
but let me just ask you this, right? Okay, didn't he move out of state though?
yes.
Yes, girl. Yes, all the way out of state, across
Yes.
the fucking
Was
country.
he like, okay, wait. So was he like spending weekends out or taking trips? Or,
So-
because I want to know now, like,
This
how
was
Here it
probably
is.
a
Here it is.
FaceTime relationship.
so
So
bitches is moving Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Let you
girl.
finish.
Remember
Let me
we
go.
got that letter.
Apparently, you can find love on Instagram,
Oh shit.
and this is where it started.
Okay.
So they were already friends on Instagram,
just a random follower.
just friends. But I always know when something is up with certain people because they pay him too much attention. Like with his posts and stuff.
That
like first of
person
all,
that liked
he's
it
not that
1 minute
fun.
after it's
He's
been
not
posted?
that funny. That's first
he's
of all.
really not that fucking
funny.
Actually,
So
he's
when
not
you
funny at all.
entertain
That's why I unfollowed him.
everything
That's why.
somebody posts,
I'm just nosy. That's why
it's
I
one
still
thing.
follow
I'm not
him.
gonna say liking because obviously when you are friends on these social media sites, you're supposed to hit the like button for certain things.
No, but
the
people
comments
have
and stuff, it's too
notifications for when you post stuff. So like
Right.
you
Like
can't
if
be
they
the first
follow you.
liker
Like
at
if they
every
follow
fucking
you.
post.
Right.
Right.
Like if they follow
certain,
you,
and then
they have that
he will
shit.
entertain certain people's comments, and so he helped bring the attention to certain people. So I'm like, okay, rate off of this one, rate off of that one, rate off of that one, and rate off of that one. Oh, I already know about that one because that one was in the DMs
Right,
already.
that's just too
I
much
already know
work.
about that one because that was the DMs
Thank
already.
God I'm not in a
That one
relationship,
already
but-
I'll
sent
be
her
like, let me
pictures
just go
of her,
eat.
of her twat
me
already.
just-
So I
what the
already know
fuck?
about her. That one sent pictures of her twat already. I already know about her. So
Oh, wait,
yeah, they already
excuse me.
Right.
Rewind the tape back. What?
right. So certain people I already knew.
Sending pussy pics in the DM?
Them shits would have been on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whoever
No.
pussy this
Let me
is.
tell you something. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You know who fucking pussy this is. Stop fucking posting shit
Don't
on
do
my man
it.
fucking DM.
Listen, no,
Oh,
your
pussy
ass
be
will
every
get
fucking
sued.
day.
I'm telling you.
Fuck outta here.
Your ass will get sued. There's a
She
girl.
shit-
There's a
she
girl
shit her shit
suing
with
somebody
me.
right now because she sent her husband a naked photo and she put it on a business page of the girl. And girl, I was like, what the? Oh, what?
That's crazy.
But
So,
first of all,
I mean-
stop sending naked pictures to married men. The fuck is wrong? Stop sending naked pictures to any fucking body if it ain't your man.
So certain people was already on the radar, but this particular
Shut up,
one,
creep.
You know.
What the fuck?
But this one, like, okay, she didn't really stand out amongst the other ones. So it was just once in a while he would post. But see, here's the joy in social media. Like, everybody don't feel the need to keep their pages private. So if you investigate in something, they kind of help you put the pieces together
Oh, of course,
properly.
like a nice puzzle.
Right. So their thing was on social media, but then he went on a trip for a weekend.
It
Right,
had to be a
because
trip
you ain't
somewhere.
moving in my crib and I ain't test out the
It
motherfucking
had to-
hardware.
Right, but
Right.
testing out the hardware. Fuck.
Because your ass will be back on the
Well, if
fucking
you
plane.
crazy-
and
Well,
you be in the
listen,
desert
fuck
for
testing out
fucking-
the hardware. I need to sit in front of you and have conversations with you to know
Right.
that you ain't gonna
No,
come
they
up
had
here
a lot
and
of
slaying my
conversations,
whole.
girl.
There was enough
Nah,
conversations.
Fuck that. Fuck the
They
They had
been
enough,
having
but they needed to seal the
forever.
deal. They had to seal the
I need to see
deal.
you in.
Trust
I need
me.
to make sure your eyes is not crazy
Trust
in
me,
person.
shit on- when
I
he
need
went
to
there, it
know
was just so that they could
certain
do
things
whatever.
Because, I mean,
And really for
first
him
of all,
too. For him to see if
people
it was
are
worth
very-
it.
That's true.
Right.
Because he was jumping out of one situation. to
Exactly.
another
Right.
situation.
Which
But
ain't gonna last long because nigga, you jumping
I
and jumping and
just-
jumping.
First of all, the fact that did she accept him jumping out of one relationship
Oh,
into
no,
another
no,
relationship?
now, come
but
on,
he
girl.
could've- No, but he could have
You
told
know
us
what
some
the
bullshit,
story
but
is.
you was living
Because you
in
know I was
someone's house.
We-
Obviously,
we-
I
remember
was
they
the
was
bad
friends
guy.
for a very long time.
Obviously, I was the
Before
bad
they
guy.
started dating, they was friends for we've been friends for so long, and you know, listen, she's in a bad situation, so I don't want to put her out. These dudes be
I mean, I know,
they could
and
be
I
the
get
real good
it.
storyteller when
But
it
still,
benefits them.
in my mind, if it's all
But
that
that's
bad,
you.
and it's, yeah, I get
That's
yeah,
you.
Right.
Yeah,
That's you.
are
So
fucking
here's the
right.
thing.
You got a woman who might be desperate, a woman who probably was already in a bad relationship herself.
Right. So
That's true.
there was a weekend trip, right? And he said he was going to be
Hold
with
on,
some-
Okay,
I'm
wait a
sorry.
minute.
Did he have a job?
I want to
Yes.
say, is this
Okay.
a business? Okay, because that was about to be. I was like, is this a business
Right.
trip?
Well, it
I'm
wasn't
saying,
a
like, if
business
he
trip.
had- like, if
It
he
wasn't a
had a
business
job, why
trip.
the fuck is
It
he
was
taking
a
trips?
weekend
Right.
trip, and he used one of his peoples as the excuse of
Okay.
where he was going.
Okay.
Problem is, he forgot to tell the boy, like, yo,
You
I'm going
know
to use you in this
what?
lie. So hence,
And he flew there?
He flew there. Now I let him, because see, mentally, this was already a wrap.
Right.
The relationship was
You just
already
needed to seal the deal.
So
like,
I was just like, you know what? I only got a couple nails left for this coffin. So
Okay.
just go ahead. Come on, make it easier.
Right.
So he went on this weekend trip. He used his boy, said he was going looked at boy's page. Boy's not where you said you going. Oh, you forgot to tell your boy, nigga, I'm gonna use you for a
those
lie.
are old
so
pictures. Those are Facebook
Right.
memories.
So the dude is posting the same weekend that you said you with him, and dude is not even in the same state you in right now.
You know niggas be forgetting.
But no, I'm sure he didn't
Right,
have
niggas
a
be
conversation
forgetting.
with him.
He probably did. They was both high and they forgot.
Dude, he didn't. I'm sure he didn't discuss this with dude. So I'm like, all right. So before he came back, I'm like, just so you know, like, have fun for the rest of the weekend. But just so you know, I know you not with who you said you was with. Okay. What you talking about? Here we go. Like, wow. Like, I know. Here we go.
I'm gonna need y'all to take a
know.
selfie. All right, I'm gonna need y'all to take a selfie and send it to me right
no,
now.
he had his own selfies alone.
Of course, no.
Right.
Dude was taking those pictures. What are you talking about?
So okay, I let go ahead, because I'm building my case, so it's all right. I already know boy wasn't with you, so all right. I just need to put the face to who he was with. Going forward, one more trip, like 2 months
Another
later.
trip?
So this is a different location because now boy about to help him out with something because he trying to relocate.
Wait,
out of
I'm
state.
sorry,
So
hold on.
boy's gonna help him.
The same boy?
Right.
Who wasn't with him before?
Right.
Like, you can't use him no more.
Right. But no, he don't know. He don't know. I know that his boy wasn't there.
Oh, okay. I thought you had brought it to his attention. Okay.
Right. No, I didn't say nothing.
Okay,
I don't
all right.
reveal my sources. Like, I just let you keep digging your hole deeper. So now he using boy again.
That
So I
time the
told him
fucking
this
locks
time,
would've been
I
changed.
said,
Like,
we
what the
getting
fuck?
ready to, I know you trying to move out of state, but we gonna, speed up this process a whole lot
Who was
faster
trying to move
for
out
you.
of state?
He was.
Yeah.
During y'all relationship?
Yeah, because
They was breaking.
we already had our talks like, look,
Now, was this
Go
in the
with you, go
5
where you
months that their relationship, like the end of yours, beginning of theirs, or was this before the 5 months?
we've been done way before he even went to go meet her. But we was just tolerating each other at one point,
Was y'all still fucking?
sometimes.
Okay. That's part of the problem. But
Right.
okay.
Right. It was like, well, you can't lay in my bed if you can't lay in my bed.
Lay on the couch. Lay on the floor.
Right.
I don't
So
lay in the bathtub, nigga.
I told
like,
him
don't-
if you go on another trip and you say you with dude, if you don't have a picture with dude,
You saying
I
it
don't
to
give-
yourself?
No, I said it to him.
Okay.
If you don't have a picture with dude, I don't give a fuck if you get a picture with Ryan Leslie because the dude look like Ryan Leslie. Nigga, you better either have it with Ryan Leslie or him. If you don't, we about to speed up the process of your
Oh,
move
how
out.
about don't post nothing? What the fuck?
No, because he likes to post.
No, I
so
see
that's what he
that.
does. So
I see
it's
that.
true him if he posts. He's not being himself if he don't post. So he didn't like my
Fucking
thread.
stupid.
So then he didn't post at all for the couple of days. So
Finally, he did something smart.
right, but it was already too late because I know what I know. I just don't know who you with, but I know. But I'm almost sure it's the same person you was with when you was away the other month. But good.
Okay.
So now we're gonna speed up your move out. Now you're gonna move out. Not when you want to. Now you gotta go when I want you to go now because you playing yourself.
Right, because I think you did say somebody was this day, but then you said, oh no, we moved it up to this day because he had to be
Right.
out by this day.
So it's just funny that yesterday he would announce his 1 year anniversary with somebody when the whole time I was accusing you of the same shit the same time last year, you denied it.
Girlfriend, I hope you're listening because this going to be you soon.
So,
Girlfriend.
I'm talking to the 1 year
Girlfriend.
anniversary girl.
Right.
The
So-
woman of his life, the love of his
right,
life,
the
the
best
backbone.
things is sliced bread and all that. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I mean, more power to you. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. But
Right.
how could you build a new relationship when you were still in an old relationship and build it off of a lot, not a lie, several lies?
Right.
So, I mean, kudos, girl. Good luck.
Right. So I just want to say,
'Cause I know they watching.
when y'all accusing people of stuff and you know what you're talking about, stand your ground with that. When you know what you know, stand your ground with it. Because they will make you look like you crazy and you not. And never reveal your sources. I don't care what he say.
Can't make me look crazy if I'm
Don't
already
turn
crazy.
it. Don't turn to
Right.
see how they know.
you just confirming some shit that
That's
I
I
already know.
mean,
Exactly.
right? More shit, right? Just more
Exactly.
shit. Oh, so what was your question? Did you forget?
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this question, right? Okay, so you had an idea that he was going to see a female, or you knew he was going to see a female, or whatever the case may be. Honestly, did you care, or
No.
Okay, you didn't care.
Because I was already over. Like, that was just like the power was so high about stuff when it comes to chicks that this was just like, this is all that you need. All you need to do now is go visit one, because you've been trying your luck. You've been trying and trying with multiple women, and you wasn't even low key with it. Thanks to social media is how I know these things. If it was back in the days, if it was the 90s, I would never know.
Right.
I would never
She
know.
would, the pager would have told you.
Right. I would have been checking his beeper or something
Right.
like that,
Yeah,
or something like
Them
that.
codes, and she'd be like, hold the fuck up. Let me decipher
Fuck
this
that, I
shit.
call numbers back.
Hello.
Right.
Hello?
It wasn't no pictures being sent. What they gonna send a fucking
But
kite?
because of social media, like, I'm just like, okay, this is the only
Oh,
thing left for him
MySpace.
to do. Right. That was the only thing left to
That's
do.
your
Go
top
visit.
10. She in your top 10.
Exactly. So at that
Right,
point,
and
I
what was
didn't
that phone,
care.
the top 5?
I didn't
flip
care.
Shit.
Oh,
Sidekick.
Oh, yes, sidekick.
My top
Yes.
5. Why this bitch in your top 5? Who the fuck is she?
Your top
top
favorites
five.
and faves.
Right.
or some
Fave
shit.
fives or some shit like that. The fuck?
Yeah, like, I didn't care. It was already like, because I already reached the point where, like, he got on my nerves so bad. Like, I didn't even like coming home from work. I didn't even want to go home.
So all right, I have a
And then we
question.
was doing separate room things. Like,
Right.
you sit in the living room, I'm in the bedroom, and we don't really meet until it's time to go to sleep.
How much time did you give? Like, okay, before he
I
actually.
said I had a question.
I'm
No.
sorry. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I'm not gonna forget this. So go ahead.
Okay, so when you decided, okay, this is the date that you gotta go, how long before then did you realize that you were over the relationship?
That's good because that will lead into my question.
I'm going to say it was even maybe a year or so before that.
Girl, why you wait?
Excuse me.
I'm
my
sorry,
turn.
you go.
Like, I was just like, yeah, I was like, maybe things will get better. Then I was like, no, it's not. But then it's like that little bit of good times. You're like, well, maybe it will get better. Then it's like something stupid happened. Like, there it is again. Like, damn, I thought it would get,
smell like seasoning.
yeah. Every time I thought it would get better, it wouldn't. So I would calm my thoughts down,
So you were holding on to some kind of hope that
because it was
Because of
so
the history.
long.
Potential and the
Right.
potential.
Now, my question is this. This is my question. So you said you knew you had a problem with him with women, even just talking,
Flirting.
right? Just talking.
Online flirting.
right? DMing, whatever the fuck came before DMing, right? IMing and all this other shit, right? So my question is, did you feel some kind of like, did you feel? I don't want to say sorry because he's not like a case, but was there like something for you? Like, okay, so when I was trying to separate from my husband, and we had like this huge fight, and I just told him you can't come back. But like after like 5 days, I said I would never kick you out because this is your home. So I'm feeling like, did you feel that way? Like I won't put you out in the street. Not the last couple. I'm talking about like when you was piling up this fucking pile of laundry. Did you feel some kind of obligation to be like, let me try and work this out, or I don't want to just put him out and leave him out there, or I don't want to just throw him to the wolves. Like,
No, I was so busy fixing myself.
okay.
And focusing on myself,
Okay.
that time just started sliding by
Which
in
is
the
fine. Which
meantime
is
because I
okay.
felt like I wasn't paying enough attention to myself. I was too busy being an investigator
Okay.
and trying to figure out shit he was doing instead of figuring out things about myself. Like, I had a damn rough draft of a book that I didn't finish.
Okay.
Why? Because I spent all my time worrying about what he doing instead of worrying about finishing my book.
Shit, could've wrote a
Worrying
book about
about
that.
worrying about letting my hair grow and shit like that.
Okay.
Worrying about trying to lose weight and stuff like that. Worrying about trying to not be so stressed out from work and stuff like that.
And
Trying to
from
make
him.
sure my son don't end up like the dudes that he see
Right.
before him. Like, just
Okay.
I was focused on everything else but him at one point, to the point where like he had a problem with me because I wasn't focused on him no more.
Okay.
Like, I totally shifted, shit just shifted all the way to myself. Then I got my shit together.
Right.
I finished my book. My son moved out. He got his own place and a job. Like, things started happening.
Right.
And then one day we had an argument. And it was because I got on him about the usual shit I was getting on him about. And then he told me, I think I'm better than everybody. And I was like, I do? No, you think I'm better than you. That's what you
Right.
think. I never said, or do I act like I'm better than anybody. I'm just trying to be a better me.
Right.
That's all I was doing. Like, that's all I was doing. I stopped going out. I wasn't doing nothing because I was so focused on, I got to get it together. I got to get myself together.
Now,
And
this
when
is-
I
this
stopped
was going on
studying,
for a long time, right?
right, when I stopped studying what he was doing and how he was doing it,
You
then
know
he
what?
started to have a problem with me.
Of course.
The problem was
First of all, he's an
that-
attention seeker. We already know
But
that.
you
Well,
know,
he
it
comes from the
wasn't-
Riri Ranch.
It wasn't only that, but the thing about it is, and I've learned this just from past relationship, people don't like to feel left behind. And he seen that you was focusing on yourself and trying to do better for yourself. And he started to see things was going good for you. Like you said, you did your book, you was doing this, you was doing that. And it started to make him feel left behind.
Plus, he didn't have her wrapped around his finger
He,
anymore.
and not only that, he was still stuck.
Yep.
He was not advancing. He was not growing. So he's seeing you doing all of these things. You know what I'm saying? So also, he probably also looked at it too. It was only a matter of time for you had no more needs for him. And so that's where all of the friction started coming down, where he was upset with you.
Instead of him jumping on the fucking bus and riding it with you until the wheels fall off, he trying to flatten your fucking tires.
Exactly.
Niggas.
Well, but because
The only thing he did that I actually was like mature enough to say thank you for was, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now.
yeah,
Right. Yay.
thank you.
We will appreciate you for that
yes,
one.
because he did do that. Yes.
Yes. Well, you know what? Out of the fire comes diamond. So hey, you know what? That
He
was
owed
a
you
rough.
that.
Right, exactly.
He owed you
That's
that.
the least he could have did.
Yeah, he owed you
But
that.
at the same time, when he in his mind when he did it, I'm sure he did not think that we would be here. That
Right,
that you would
because
be
he
here.
saw Toni posted that she was looking for a co-host, and then he tagged me to it, and I'm just like, who is this?
Right, of course.
Let me investigate her.
Right.
Like, first of all, let me go to do my research, because if you think I'm gonna be sitting by somebody and you was trying to hit it, I'm killing everybody. There will be no show, and everybody was gonna die. So let
Don't
me
kill
research.
me.
Let me research first before I say let me reach out to her. And then when I reached out to Toni, he was in the house, so we was on the phone for like an hour and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
And he came back and was like, "You still on the phone? Like, y'all still on the phone? Like,
hello?
y'all talking about?"
You
That's what I'm
nigga.
talking about, nigga.
Right. And so then I said, okay, I'm going to go meet Toni. He's like, oh, word? Like, yeah, we got to meet. And so then I'll meet the other lady and then we'll see. He was like, well, just keep in mind, like, all personalities
They're that shit to
don't.
try to lower your self-esteem
Right.
to make you feel unconfident, so now you coming in, you like, I don't want to trip over my own fucking teeth, so now you second guessing yourself, and that's to keep
Right.
you back. That's
He's
to
like,
hold
well,
you down.
don't, did she say you got it? I'm like, well, no, but we had a really good conversation that led her to say, let's meet in person.
He
If we didn't,
he didn't
No.
expect
If-
for anything to come
if
out
it
of
was
it,
nothing valuable from the conversation, why would she care to meet, to have to
Right.
sit at a
See,
table and eat and
He
talk?
wanted one part to be, yo, I got your back. I'm trying to help you. But in the back of his mind, this shit ain't gonna work. But you gonna think he's doing something great for you.
Right.
And then you come back and be like, oh, it didn't work. Now you got a shoulder to cry on. Now you got a dick to ride on. Like,
Right. Then he's like, well, I'm just saying, don't get your hopes too high because you never
he
know.
wasn't
like,
going
you
to the
never
Price
know.
is Right. What the fuck
Like,
is he
I'm
talking
like,
about? Like,
why would she want to meet me for nothing? He's like, you jump in the gun. You jump in the gun. I'm like,
She just wanna
why?
go- she-
She
right.
know I'm
So
in
y'all can have the
Jersey.
same
Why does she
conversation
want
in-
me to
in
come
person.
to Brooklyn to meet her for nothing? Why? He's like,
because y'all could have fucking
they-
did a video chat. Like, what the fuck? Like,
he was like, boss, I'm just telling you. Don't. I'm like, all right. He was like, so are you saying you got the spot? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why would she want to meet me for nothing? Like,
at first,
ask me tomorrow, right? Ask me next week
What
when
if
I'm done.
What if you met me and felt like I'm not feeling it? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Right. Because what if she said, oh, we just want to be talking about X, Y, Z. And you're like, I don't want to talk about that. I'm too intelligent for that. Like, I don't want to be talking about fucking
Right.
dogs pissing in the park. Like, I want to talk about some real shit.
dogs
That's not for me. You know what I'm so
that was just crazy. I was like, you the one put me on, and now
Right.
it looked like it's going to happen. Now you like,
he dangling,
Well-
he dangling the dick in front of your face and then he's snatching it back.
well, and then boom.
I don't know why I keep talking about dick. I'm sorry, y'all.
And now here we are.
You ain't been getting no supply, girl.
Shut up. Anyway. We're not going to talk about that.
next show we'll be talking about supply shortage.
I don't think it could ever be a shortage.
I can talk about that all damn time.
It's too much dick around. I don't think it can ever be a shortage, but
That don't
it
mean
could
it's
be.
good.
No, it could be. No, thank you. It could just be. I don't like
That's
that
very
store.
unfortunate.
I know.
I
I
feel
know.
like that's like, you see something. That's just like, okay, you see some candy. And you be like, ooh, that candy looks so good. Like, I really, really, really want this
But the
candy.
fucking wrapper
She's
is
eating
sealed
this
onto the
candy,
fucking candy and
it's
you
so-
can't
and
get it
looks
off.
so- oh, God.
Like, when you have the now laters, they
have the little
and
traces of
and
paper and
you like
shit.
trying to get that shit
Exactly. They just eat the candy and the paper.
right,
Like, fuck that.
and then just spit the fucking
paper
paper
out.
out.
Right. I've eaten candy on Now Laters a million
Oh
times
my
when I was
God,
little. And,
what?
and Taffies.
Yeah. Oh God, I used to be
I
like,
eat the
I
paper.
do that shit in
I
adult
can't remember
life.
Jingles. Remember
Shit, I found
Jingles?
some old ass now
those shit
laters in
used
my
to
fucking
melt
jacket.
all the time, and you try to eat. You like these little fucking candies. Why they put this fucking paper with no wax on it so the shit can stick to the goddamn candy?
Exactly. I've eaten a lot of paper.
Cause greediness, you like a little paper ain't gonna get in my way of this motherfucking
Exactly.
food.
All the shit kids done ate when they was little.
All the shit people eat now.
Well,
ass. What the fuck? Like niggas
doodle
is eating
butt
everything.
and boo-boo butt and all that.
Exactly.
Like,
So you can't eat no fucking paper? What the fuck?
Eat paper.
I'm gonna eat that shit if it fell on the floor. What the fuck?
and
Niggas is
imagine,
eating
like,
shit.
how do people like smoke behind each other and people eat butt?
Because in their mind, they think that the drugs is gonna clean. Like, how people say alcohol. Oh, don't worry about it. Like,
No, I'm
nigga,
talking
but
about
you
like the person that actually licked
with the saliva and
Yeah,
everything.
that's the one. Like,
Listen.
But thank God I don't smoke.
right, like the dirtiest mouth, probably the one that
Like,
did the
when I
roll
used
up.
to-
If I smoked, I would definitely just be by
When
myself
I
in my
used to
house.
smoke, I would only smoke
Smoking
with a
easy
selective
wads.
amount of people.
And I bet you them people was licking ass.
They probably fucking was licking ass.
They
I
was
don't
licking
fucking know.
ass crack.
Shit.
I don't think a lot of people did that back in the
They
day.
did.
They was doing
They
it.
did.
They was
It just see the
licking
problem now
ass.
is everything
Niggas
is
was
out in
doing
the
it in
open.
private.
That shit it was just like sucking dick was like something you didn't tell, like you didn't talk about. Everything is just like out in the open now. So like you have nothing to keep a secret. Like because motherfuckers don't give a shit. Yeah, I sucked 20 dicks last night. Like what the bitch? We didn't need to know that. The fuck?
Don't drink off my cup.
Don't drink. Don't even talk in my fucking direction. Some of your spit might come on my face. Like, what the fuck? Like, and did you? Who else is cheating?
To a pet peeves.
Who
today.
else is
Pet
cheating?
peeves today.
I'm cheating. No. I cheated on that test last week. That's all.
Oh, you cheated on the test?
No. I don't fucking know.
I used to cheat on tests all the time.
You know what?
I used to forge my mother's signature.
I used to forge my mother's signature all the
I
time.
started that when I was 9 years old.
I perfected. And one day she said, you could write my signature real good. I said, yeah, I know. I've been doing that shit for like 30 years.
I never like signed my mother's name to like tests and stuff. The only time I started signing her name when she was out the country.
Oh.
And her unemployment checks was coming, and she was like, "Sign my name and cash it." Back then it was a little easier.
Yes.
So I perfected her signature, and she used to be cashing them bitches.
My mother be telling me now, just sign my name. I'm like, I can't do that. That's illegal. She like, girl, please, you can sign my name forever.
Right, all your
Exactly.
life.
She's like, you got my pen number. Do you got my social security number? I'm like, no. I'm like, because when you go, I don't want no problems.
I need everything to be right here.
All the
Exactly.
paperwork. All the paperwork. I'm like, no, sorry. I'm like, yes. And now I'm looking at my daughter. I said, you ever sign my fucking name, I'm going to break your fingers.
No, Linda tried to sign my name, right?
Treasure be
And then
trying it.
She tried to sign my name on her homework and took the shit to school. And her teachers took a picture.
Damn.
I mean, but she did the homework.
Right.
But they are so annoying.
If you don't
with
sign it, it's still incomplete.
Right. So I didn't get a chance to sign it before she
And she
left.
was like, fuck that.
So
I'm
she
not
was
going to
like,
have
I'm
it
getting credit
incomplete.
for my shit. So
I
she
did my
signed.
homework. She didn't do her homework.
Right. So she signed my name, and the teacher said, I just laughed so hard.
She ain't got no problems.
She like, I'm messing up my perfect homework
Exactly.
streak. Yeah, because Treasure like, you didn't sign my homework. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry.
That shit is just so annoying.
And I don't even
Every
sign my
night?
name.
Y'all gotta
I
do
put-
that every night?
I just put my
Every
initials.
I don't even do it no more. Madison does
First
it
of
sometimes. I
all,
don't even do it no
you
more.
know what I
It's the
do? I
capacity.
sign for the whole fucking packet. Fuck that.
I did not even think of that.
I signed the whole fucking packet because I know you're gonna do your homework because I'm right there.
Right.
I'm like, because I'm not gonna remember that shit
Every night?
every goddamn night.
That's new. That's
like to
new,
make sure
new.
your kid. Like I know my kid is gonna do their homework.
Like London does her homework before she even gets home from school.
Exactly.
She does the shit on
Treasure
the
be like,
bus.
mommy, I'm almost finished the packet. I'm like, well, what the fuck I'm gonna make you do
And
so you can leave me alone?
No, London would be in the dark. She stopped doing that though, but she used to be in the dark. Like when they supposed to be sleeping, she would be in the dark doing homework. Like, what weirdo does their homework when you're supposed
Treasure
to be
on the
sleeping?
toilet. I'm like, yo, But she don't want to be. If I say read a book, she get mad. She'll do the whole damn packet 2 times over. I'd be like, nigga, just sit down and read a book.
Yolanda be like, I read the book.
She'd be like, I read already. I'd be like, well, I didn't see you.
Right, that's what she be so pissed. She be
Then she
crying.
starts slamming stuff. I'm like, slam another motherfucking thing in here. I'm gonna slam your ass.
That read a book thing used to get on my nerves.
Yo,
My
but
grandmother
see,
used to
I
do
love
that.
to read.
I love to read. I was a
My
bookworm,
mother never.
so,
I used to be like, I need another book. But now my oldest daughter's the same way.
I didn't want
know
to. I
what the
wanted
fuck
to watch
happened
video
to
music
Treasure.
box and stuff.
London likes to read a little bit better than Madison. Madison just don't.
Treasure
fucking
thinks
read.
watching YouTube is reading. Okay.
No, but you know.
I gotta read when they be talking at the bottom.
London be watching. She be like, but I was there.
I'm
London
like,
watched them shits too.
motherfucker. First of all, what the fuck is they even talking
I'm
about?
like, fuck it, you reading. That's all right.
I'm like, what is they talking about?
strengthening your
And I
vocabulary
tell her, I
skills.
don't care if you read a magazine. I don't give a shit if you read the ingredients of every seasoning or fucking shit in the fridge. Nigga, read something. Okay? Read something. Oh, she just be pissing me off.
I remember
Be
my
like,
grandmother caught me dancing to Roxanne, and
and
I was doing the and she caught me and
Did
she
she hit you in
said,
the
"What
head with
is
a
that?"
book?
And I said, "Nothing." And she was like, "You bored?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Go read a
Like,
book."
not
I was like, "I
anymore.
read them all already." She's like, "Well, read the Bible." It's like, "Oh."
I would have been like, oh, you know what? I ain't read this one. I don't think I read this one. It was real good. Maybe I'll read it again.
Like, read
I'll
the
read it
Bible?
backwards.
No, not the
Listen,
Bible.
I had a cousin, his mother used to make him read the dictionary. But I will say,
I used to read the dictionary
his
too.
vocabulary is out of this world. Like,
I bet it
T.I.
is.
ain't got shit on him.
I
Like,
used to read the dictionary, but I
used to,
quit
like,
after a
look
while.
at
Like,
it. I
would
think
read
I got
certain
to D
words
and I
stuff,
was just
then
like,
it just
fuck
was
that.
like, I ain't got time
I would
for
look
this,
up
but
words that I wanted to know.
wish that I
Yes.
kept on because then my vocabulary would be superb.
fucking, you don't need vocabulary. You have Siri and Alexa,
Yeah,
whatever the
London
fuck
be
her
like,
name
what
is.
is this? She'd be like, Siri, what is
I'd be like, stop asking her for fucking help and go research that shit yourself.
She'd be asking how to pronounce
She
shit
like, no,
and-
this is how I look it up. I'm like,
Modern
oh, God.
technology.
I said,
Yeah,
girl,
they're very
if
slow.
you was when I was little, you'd be real mad. You don't want to
They
read.
wouldn't listen.
We had a stack of encyclopedias. I'd be like, go get the one that says E through EY and look it
Volume,
up.
all the volumes. Every single
Remember they used to
volume.
come door to door with the
Yes,
Britannica?
and they
Yes.
would have the damn box. You get a box of encyclopedias.
And they be like, you'll get one every month in fucking big ass books. Be like,
But you be smart as hell.
No,
now.
Hell yeah.
Because London, she'd be like, you said you was going to give me a dictionary. And I'm just like, I don't even know what the fuck the damn dictionary is.
They got
the
pocket
fucking
ones. They
bookstore.
sell pocket ones in the
at
store.
the bookstore.
Listen.
Matter of fact, even at the dollar store, they be having dictionaries.
Really?
Yeah, Family Dollar be having dictionaries.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and crossword puzzles.
Yo,
Shit,
I-
you
I
might
bought
find a
Rosa
dictionary
Parks.
in the damn supermarket.
I bought, not my supermarket.
Oh.
My supermarket is owned by
It's on-
Spanish,
it's
and they
the
do not
handicap-
have.
You got C-Town? Fine
Associated.
Ooh.
They ain't got no damn. They got wine though.
Associated meat
Of
be
course
no
they got
good.
wine, girl.
They
Then
be
just
selling
read the
old
wine
meat
bottle.
in there.
Just read the wine
You
bottle.
said they saw old meat.
They
too?
meat be old looking.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
But it also in the meat market, I went to the meat market on Broadway yesterday, and I was like, let me get, because I ping pong. It's two that's right across from
Yep.
each other, and I ping pong. Okay, I get this from here, and then I go across the street. So I was like, yeah, I got chicken breast, because I just didn't want to cross the fucking street.
They have none, right?
Oh, they had some
Oh.
already. I was like, oh, I don't like the way those look. They was all orangey. They just didn't look
Ew.
good. They just
I
didn't
went to the
look
meat
good.
market. I was like, he was like, we don't sell breasts and thighs. I'm like, why? We just don't. I said, you know what? I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna go to the supermarket because they got breasts and thighs, fucker. I was like, well, y'all don't got breasts and thighs. Not everybody want a fucking chicken wing.
My kids don't even like wings. But anyway, unless they party wings.
Right.
But anyway, so guys,
Any last words?
last
Stop fucking cheating
Stop cheating.
for you lose your shit.
Ladies, stand your ground. Never reveal your CI. You know what you know. That's
And
it.
then if these fucking women stop cheating with these men, these niggas will, oh no, because then they just start going with other men, so that won't help.
Well,
All right.
guys, that's our show. Once again, thank you for all our subscribers. If you don't know where to find us, well, shit.
Did you have to make that
God
noise?
damn. If you don't know where to find us, click the link in the bio, and we are everywhere. We still here. We still here.
Wait. That shit was like,
They got a little new system for us, so
they told us
shut our
to shut
mics
the
off.
fuck up.
Is my mic off?
They shut it off?
You shut my mic.
Wait, why that shit make that noise?
You shut my mic off.
Is this the first time y'all using it?
Shut my mic off.
Oh,
No, I'm just saying.
Don't
This the
shut my
first time y'all used it? So this is the first time I made that noise.
My fucking hand straight. Like, oh, it's time to wash it out. Like, the fuck. But anyway,
Yo, that shit was uncalled for. Just
thank you so much for watching our show. And until next time.
Peace out.